My name's Eeland. I'm originally from Denver, Colorado. That's why I sound like this. Thank you. I wanted to be in a gang growing up. All my cousins were in gangs. They were like really tough guys. They were like really cool kids. You know, they were like in Chicago and LA and growing up, and I was like, I want to be in a gang. That sounds neat. And then I got older and I was like, how can you be in a gang in Denver, Colorado? You know, like that doesn't, like how can you do a drive-by on somebody and go for a hike in the same day? Like you can't do those activities, you know? So then I got older, and I tried to overcompensate my like gangster, right? Because this is what I sound like. I know what I sound like. I tried to overcompensate with my gangster. I was driving a car with my best friend, and this car cut us off in traffic, and I said out loud in the car, I was like, oh, geez Louise. And my friend was like, what'd you say? I was like, geez Louise, cuz. Like I tried to make it tough, you know? We got in the car and I was like, let's skedaddle. My nigga, let's... Have you ever skedaddled? It is my favorite white person activity of all time. I love a good skedaddle because it's like a joyous white trot to the next location. You know, like I can't do it all the way. It means no worries. It's my Hakuna Matata. You know, I don't want to be here anymore. And I heard crazy stuff like that all the time. Like I was at a work event one time, right? And there was like a bunch of white people kind of like now. And I'm standing in the back, right? I'm standing in the back and this older lady, she walks behind me. But when she walks behind me, she whispers on the back of my neck. She goes, hey, I'm gonna sneak right past you. Oh my God. Have you ever had an old lady go, I'm gonna sneak right past you? On the back of your neck? I got immediately hard. I got so hard. I looked back, I said, you better stop, Dolores. You better stop. I will dick you down in this Hilton if you don't quit playing with me. I will knock the dust. Okay, that's the whole... I probably shouldn't be allowed to, but I teach kids. I do. Yeah, this country's fucked. I'm a middle school teacher. I'm an environmental science middle school teacher. Right? I used to be a biologist, and then I started teaching middle school. And I love middle schoolers. I don't know if you've been around middle schoolers recently, whether legally or illegally, but they are not good people, right? They're good kids, but they're bad people. Like I was walking in the hallway one day, right? And one of my students said to my other student, she goes, hey, what are your pronouns? And this other kid goes, he, him. And she just goes, nah, you a bitch. And just walks. And I was like, damn, Jamal. I guess you're just a bitch now, man. Like, I didn't know that was one of the options, you know. I've been misgendering you this whole time, and that's my fault. I gotta be a better ally. I do, you know, I love my kids. I treat all my kids fairly. Most of my students are black or Hispanic. Those are most of my students. And my friend asked me, he goes, do you have white kids in your class? I was like, of course I have white students, right? And I want everybody in here to know I treat all my students equally, but I'm extra nice to my white students because you never know. All right, some of you acting like you don't know statistics, and that's fine. That's cool. No, it's me. It's just me. Look, I get it. I can only do that joke during the summer. It's only funny during the summer holidays. Look, as a teacher, there's a big rule in the school. As a teacher, you're not allowed to date other teachers, right? Because it can be messy and cause conflict. I ended up dating another teacher because we fell in love, and it was great. It was just always weird because our dirty talk was so rigid, right? Because we were in school all day, we were around kids, so we didn't have that extra voice to like get dirty, like let's be dirty. So one night we're laying in bed, right? And we're about to make love, as I do, and this girl goes, she goes, hey, say something dirty to me. And I didn't know what to say, so I just go, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Then I hit her with this. I said, shh. If you don't know what this is called the quiet coyote. But I forgot because we were having sex, so I called it the wet wolf, which is somehow way worse than the quiet coyote. That's fine. That's fine. It's good. I do care about our planet. You know, I care about climate change a lot. People don't ever expect me to care about climate change. One time this guy asked me, he goes, do you care about climate change more or do you care about racism more? And I was like, I'm just here to get my oil changed. I don't know why either of those matter. And I thought about it, and I was like, I realized I care about climate change way more than I care about racism, right? And he goes, why? And I'm like, because one of those things affects me every single day, and I'm used to it. The other thing is going to affect a lot of people, and I don't want that to happen, right? And you guys don't know which one, which is funny. But I do. I care about climate change way more than I care about racism, right? To put it like, I would much rather someone call me like a nigga, but we have like clean air to breathe. Then someone be like, this is a safe space, but don't drink the water. Does that make sense? Like I would, does that mean like I would much rather hate crime in paradise than the inverse of that. Like be racist to me on a beach. That would be lovely. That would be so nice, you know? And I'm trying to put in, like I care about climate change so much more than racism. Like I actually go to Klan meetings and I try to convince the Klan to care about climate change. I do. I go to Klan meetings and I go, hey guys, thanks for having me. Don't you want your great-great-grandchildren to hate my great-great-grandchildren for no reason? I'm like, the sun's hotter, it's gonna make more black people. That's not what y'all want. Like, that's not. Let's find a solution to your problem. I'm trying, no? You know, I'm trying. I didn't always want to be a wildlife biologist. When I was younger, I wanted to be an aquatic biologist, right? Or as my cousin called me, a water nigga. I really wanted to be... Yeah, he called me a water nigga like I was a Pokemon. You know? Like, he would go into a fight and be like, water nigga. I'd be like, ah! And I'd jump out and... I wanted to be an aquatic biologist because I saw the movie Nemo when I was younger, right? And you know that scene in Nemo when they're like bouncing on the jellyfish? I saw that scene and I was like, that's incredible. I want to study jellyfish. I want to learn about jellyfish. So I got older and I studied jellyfish and I found out, you guys know the theory, what happens when you get stung by a jellyfish? What are you supposed to do? Pee on it. That's actually not true, right? You guys are a bunch of freaks. Peeing on it can actually make it worse, but I love the guy who came up with that theory. He's the #1 jelly scientist in the world. He came up with the theory that if you get stung by a jellyfish, you should pee on it. But now experts are saying that can actually make it a lot worse. But I love that this guy had 2 passions in his life, right? He really loved jellyfish, and he really liked to get peed on. And he was like, how do I combine my 2 passions in the world, right? If only we could all be so lucky with our dreams, right? And so one day he's sitting in the lab, and they run in and they go, Mark, this kid got stung by a jellyfish. What do we do? And he goes, I think you should pee on it. And they're like, bro, why are you hard? Why are you hard right now? And he's like, because I really love jellyfish, dog. I really love it. Now let's turn on this R. Kelly and let's save this boy's life, you know? That joke is actually called R. Jelly. That's the whole joke. I have to clap for that. I do get really nervous before shows, so something I like to do is I take my dog to the dog park. And recently I took my dog to the dog park, and this girl asked, she goes, oh, he's a emotional support dog. And I was like, yeah, I registered to be an emotional support dog. Did you guys know you can register your dog to be an emotional support animal? It takes like 20 minutes online. Like you don't have to have the shakes or nothing. And I took a road trip down to Texas one time, and this guy at the hotel, I checked into this hotel, and this guy at the hotel was like, hey man, you can't have dogs here. And I was like, no, you know, he's my service dog. He's doing me a service. And the guy walks behind the counter, looks at my dog, and just goes, thank you for your service. And I was like, that's not what that means at all. My name is Eeland Stribling은. Thank you guys so much. Have a nice night. Bye!